Justice for Micah, everybody rejoice. We did see progress with the FBI raid. So, what's happened since that time around John Paul Miller and Solid Rock Church? Well, for one thing, the distinctive orange sign with white lettering has been ripped asunder. Is this to make way for the perhaps somewhat distasteful, given the circumstances, name of living water? Distasteful only because two of its congregants were found deceased in the water in recent months. Okay, who made that call? Well, anyway, let's see what has happened in this small community of Myrtle Beach. By the way, welcome. My name's Chevy Cool Lady. I'm so glad you decided to join me tonight. Please remember to like and subscribe because we are spreading awareness as Chevy Cool Lady is a voice for the voiceless. We love our subs. We love our first time visitors. Come on back. We talk about news, current events, missing people, and other mysteries. Thanks for joining me today. Prior to the FBI raid, interestingly enough, perhaps coincidence, perhaps not, but a dead body was found on the grounds of the church property just outside John Paul's neighborhood. From what I understand, it was a black caddy that held the body in the trunk of a deceased homeless male. At least that's what's been reported, allegedly not confirmed. Was this tied to John Paul Miller? If so, it seems that there is a multitude of corpses stacking up all around the man. What do you think of this perplexing detail? Controversy has swirled around Miller and his Market Common church since his wife Micah was found deceased in late April at the Lumber River State Park in Robeson County. Many mysterious circumstances surround that untimely death, and people have become absolutely outraged. So this FBI raid came like a water in due season. Melissa Pfeiffer, who launched the now weekly Justice for Micah rallies that take place outside the church every Sunday, said she was heartened to see the FBI get involved. It gave merit to what we've been doing. We were told for a long time that the FBI was not investigating, and that proved not to be true, she said. Co-organizer Alexandra Kuzo agreed it's a relief and everything we've worked so hard for ever since the protest on May 5th. I mean, all of us have put our blood, sweat, and tears into making sure that justice for Micah is not forgotten. At this point in time, Miller has not been charged with anything in connection with Micah's death. Just to go over the assets very quickly, the home is owned by Solid Rock Ministries as part of a $5.5 million real estate portfolio. It was actually transferred to Miller in December of 2023. The ministry registered also a 2007 Cirrus four-seater with the FAA on May 9th. Now, according to this report, the last time it was used was in April, but we know that that's not true. In fact, it was just used yesterday, according to some reporters. It has been known to fly multiple times from Knoxville, Tennessee to Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, where it's stored. Now, the registration records show the aircraft was sold on September 11. Some speculate that John Paul still has an interest in that plane, and that was incorporated in August. The Fair LLC registered agent is, of course, Mark Kaufman, owner of Myrtle Beach dueling piano bar Crocodile Rocks and former partner and friend of John Paul Miller's. In my opinion, that doesn't speak very highly of him at all. Miller at one point held a minority stake in the business, remember, and Micah used to say allegedly he'd come home with bags of cash. Interesting. The exact reason for the investigation remains unclear, but it does have to do with interstate domestic violence charges supposedly tied to Micah before her death. FBI spokesman Kevin Wheeler told News 13 on Friday that agents were conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity at the home. Miller's attorney, Russell Long, did not respond to multiple requests for comments by News 13. It was reported by others, however, that the FBI was merely fishing. Do you really think? News 13 also tried contacting Miller about the investigation, but surprise, surprise, received no response so far. It is said that Miller's truck is parked in his driveway tonight, allegedly. It also is said that Miller has changed his phone number. Do you think he's trying to make it hard to find him? Neighbors said that authorities told him they were at home with a search warrant, and they said Miller was not home when the investigators arrived. We know that. It was reported he was at Starbucks slurping on a sloppy little coffee. I hope he liked it. He did request that the FBI do not make a mess of his home. However, in raids, it's generally accepted that the FBI does make a mess. And I hope you were happily surprised when you got home.
3, 2, 1. We told you